Okay, hello. I want to introduce you to Tom Waghorn's Sauer S6, which I collected back in June 2014. We started making it or designing it and getting the requirements. I did the requirements. Tom obviously built it. I didn't build anything. And we started at about October 13. Okay. So the Sauer S6 is the smaller version of the Sauer, which he does a version called the AH6, which is by Alex Hutchins, and that's why I have this guitar, because I fell over a Roland Cube advert with Alex Hutchins on it the year before, and I liked his sound so much, given he was then using a Music Man Axis Super Sport. I liked his sound so much, I followed him, and then when I went to buy a new guitar, I really liked the Sir Modern Saturn. So basically, what I did is start looking at all the other stuff that didn't have, and build it into the Waghorn, because it was roughly, not going to be that much more money in terms of the way I wanted to spend on the guitar. Okay, so let's take a good look at the Sauer S6, and I'll go through the spec. I've listed a lot there, and then when I've gone through this part of the video, which is just explaining what it is, I'll then do the sounds that you can make with it. Okay, here we go. So flip it over. It's African mahogany, the same as the Sir Modern Saturn. I chose that because I really like the resonance of that guitar. You can see a video on YouTube by a guy called Mark Lucas from N Stuff, who does a video of the Sir Modern Saturn, and when it first came out, and it's really nice. But Tom, he's like a master luthier, so anything you get with him is sort of, you're not going to get anything but the best. So he's like put rosewood on the back of the tremolo plate and the electronics, etc. You can see we have a battery unit here as well to power the Pizio unit. Got a through neck with a 5-stage Wenger neck in it. New to Tom, not new to me, is carbon fiber in the neck. I live in Bangkok. High humidity, high temperatures most of the time, 34 degrees C here most of the time, humidity higher than that most of the time. So I wanted something to make sure that if I left it out of the case, didn't have to put it in a humidifier all the time, the neck wasn't going to go anywhere. While I've got it flipped over, we've got Shaler tuning knobs on the headstock. Originally, we chose Tronical, but we couldn't keep it in tune, so we ended up sending it back. I only wanted it so that I could have lots of open tunings, but now I have more guitars. I can do that with other guitars. Okay, flip it over. Beautiful chosen spalted maple top by Tom, came from America. Absolutely delicious. I mean, the wood, the finish on this, is like a Rolls Royce. It's not like a Ford or anything low end. I've had Gibsons, Fenders, all the standard stuff. This is far more well made than any of those guitars. This rates in quality to me to the Japanese guitars, because a lot of the Japanese guitars are extremely well finished. Okay, the rest of the guitar, I've got a rosewood neck, mahogany on the African mahogany on the back, but rosewood on the fretboard. Something I wanted, which Tom found and put on for me, was luminous spots. All the spots are luminous. I can't switch the sun off and show you, but it's the reason I wanted that is because when I play live, sometimes very bright lights in front, but dark where I'm playing, so they light up nicely. I can see them very well. So that was something that I wanted. Did a lot of investigation in the pickups. I mean, I think I'm quite an expert in what pickups sound like now. But we ended up choosing exactly the same as the AH6, Alex Hutchins, because I was liking his sound so much I wanted the same pickup set that he had. So I've got the Damazios, again, listed on YouTube. Hipshot tremolo with Graph Tech acoustophonic PCO on the bridge. These are wired separately, obviously, to the Damazios. In terms of controls, got a 5-way switch, normal 5-way switch, neck and middle, bridge and neck, arm, bridge and middle, and then bridge. So normal 5-way switch. Other controls, volume for the Damazios, volume and ghost volume for the PCO, a 3-way selector for PCO and magnetic only. Then something else that Tom and I talked about, which I've put on because I like jazz as well as I like the standard rock and all the other kinds of sounds. So we have a tone control, which is by Stellatone. Again, there's a link on the internet. So I'll show you what that sounds like. Okay, won't make too many mistakes. Not now, anyway. Other things about the guitar. It's a combination 10 through 14 neck, radius. Again, the same as the Sir that I liked. It weighs 3 kilos, which is quite light, really. I'm used to light guitars. Had a Parker Fly, which was 2.2 kilos, Parker Fly Classic, and I really like that. So I followed the same thing in what that is. The other thing that I've done is, for posture, the strap locks I've had fitted so it hangs like a Spanish guitar. So you have one here, and then the other one is by here. So it's where it normally hangs down here, and you have the strap, I put it there. So it hangs like this as a normal Spanish type guitar, and I find that very easy for posture when I'm standing, and which I normally am because I'm bouncing around on dancing on my pedal board normally in terms of making different sounds. Okay, so that's the end of the introduction. Now what I will do is take you through each of the sounds that I've got on here, and they'll be listed in sections. So you'll be able to see which sound is what you like. I'll go through each of the pickup combinations. I won't redo the Pizio alone stuff, but I will do Pizio and Damazio, which is quite interesting. I will have other videos out because I'm using, one more thing I haven't showed you is that it's a stereo output. So I have 2 Laney amps. I have a Laney IRT Studio, which is modified with I put a 1287 in the clean channel and taken out the 12AX7 because it doesn't break up. You can take it up to the top volume and it won't break up. And I have an IRT 112, but I've replaced the speaker with a Jensen C12K. The other amp I use, which is for the PTO, I use a Laney A1 acoustic amp, which is a really fantastic amp. It's got an 8-inch driver and a tweeter. So that's the sound you got. That only was the acoustic amp when I started the video. Okay, over to the other stuff. Thanks.